I want this droid so bad. First ever LEGO Star Wars official Fallen Order set is coming, the BD-1 at $100. You can actually pre-order today with shipping around or before August 1st, so there's gonna be a lot of Star Wars sets this summer. We have set number 75335 and 1062 pieces. I'm a big fan of Star Wars droids or just desktop sets. The D-O was pretty cool, Baby Yoda even cooler. The Big Yoda not so much, R2-D2 UCS, great stuff, but I think the BD-1 will truly be my favorite just because I love the original little guy from the Fallen Order game. He was always this really cool companion, always cheerful, like a little puppy dog almost, sitting on your shoulder as you played CUTEST and helping you along the way. Gotta love the official branding on the box with the Jedi Fallen Order logo. Great art, also resembles that of many locations in the game actually, and you can see also the box showing you how posable the little guy is. And I'm especially happy because of his head being on multiple axis joints. That means you can make it a little bit more animated than your typical Star Wars droid from LEGO lineup so far. The overall design is really good, and also we do not get the printed plug. So Ferrari has the printed plug, even though that's a later August lineup set. This is not a printed plug just yet. So I guess we're gonna have to wait a little more for that to occur on Star Wars. I think the only thing I don't like actually is some of the techniques sticking out on the inside of his legs, but that's also okay because we do have some hydraulic pipes or just fluid connectors or just electricity connectors, whatever he needs for his legs. That's also something you see in the game, some of that greebling is visible there. The color scheme is that of BD-1, of course, of Fallen Order. We have his classic skin in red and white. He does get different skins throughout the game, so that's basically the basic default skin you're getting, and the rest of it is just pretty perfect. The body, you can see also the multiple joints here for the legs, so they're gonna be a little bit more posable than your typical droid, and that connection for the neck piece is also very good. There is not much technique showing here. Of course, there is an axle, a triple axle actually to make it work, but I don't think it's gonna be that much of a concern in terms of looks, because everything else just looks great, especially the sides of the body and the sides of his head with a lot of good tiling and overall great color scheme. Few shots here showing different poses, definitely like how multiple axles you can use for movement. This is really good, like a curious pose, if you will. The droid is very often seen jumping next to your side, showing you hints of the environment of the game world, or just being like a cool little goofy dude just hanging out with you. The head does include a little steam launcher, that's a feature of the game. The droid launches at you Bacta steam packs or just Bacta little containers to heal you as you progress as Cal Kestis, so it's included in the set, really cool. I also like the design of the back screen. It's seen flickering a lot in the game, so you can see the set is using two different shades of blue, in this more lighter ocean blue and then darker deep sea blue, which represents how flickering that kind of set of diodes or LEDs is in the game. 31 centimeters high or 12.5 inches, so it's gonna be a sizable droid for your typical desk setup, but it's gonna fit in most spaces, which I do appreciate. You also get the tiny BD-1 figure. That is the exact same mold we got with the Mandalorian and one Starfighter set. A child for size comparison, pretty sizable set again. I think it's gonna have a much more significant, distinctive footprint on your shelf than D-O droid, which is kind of the latest comparison in that lineup. And it's just gonna live well next to your books, Star Wars collectibles, whatever you want it. This is the set to get. Also a surprise announcement of the first Andor set, the new series of Star Wars Andor, of Cassian Andor's story, backstory before Rogue One, is streaming on Disney Plus very soon. The first set is a $70 ambush on Ferrix. That's also a pre-order set. You can get a pre-order right now, and it will ship starting August 1st. Sometimes actually LEGO might ship it a little early. I've heard stories of people getting pre-ordered sets even a day early lately, so that's kind of cool that LEGO is stepping up their game. We have 679 pieces and set number of 75338. Funny enough, this looks like a miniature or even too small of a Republic gunship set, but this is a mobile tac pod. That's actually the name of the ship. You can see them in the Andor trailer flying toward information towards their goal. I thought it would be a little bit bigger from that trailer than it is portrayed in the set. And I don't know about you, but my first impression of this ship was this. A fat body of a dragon and tiny wings. Yeah, I don't know why. Minifigs include Cassian Andor, Luthen Rael, and Cyril Karn. I have no idea who these guys are because I don't know the show yet or the story just yet. But they look decent. I wouldn't say that's something super unique for a Star Wars set, honestly, so it's not as hyped of a lineup of minifigures as we are getting with the Scythe Inquisitor ship or the Obi-Wan Starfighter, but nevertheless we'll see how the show goes if these are likable and maybe a little more iconic characters. Now the ship looks beefy and compact and overall good design. It opens up a lot. It's a very well crafted little set, I would say. Many people that I have asked in my Twitch chat kind of expressed the same opinion, that it's a pretty good value set because we have two really good looking vehicles. The speeder bike is a great design. I think LEGO never really messed up a speeder bike lately, so it looks really good. But this thing, honestly, for the size it's at, it has some really quirky and good looking features. And the angles are pretty well done. You have full interior for 4 minifigures. You can see 2 minifigures here, 2 on the other side. There's a full cockpit area. So for that small of a ship, I would say that's pretty good. Again, what I've noticed in the latest Star Wars says that LEGO is really paying a lot of attention and effort to get those interiors right. Much better than compared to even the last year's waves. The wings do fold up and down, so you can get them again in that shot in fully upward position if needed. And that is even a better shot of a fully open interior. So it kind of reminds me of the Razor Crest a little bit. That set had a lot of moving surfaces and a lot of storage areas, but this is much smaller. So in that case, it's using some great pieces here to achieve that look. A lot of wedge angles. There's also a Speed Champions canopy with a custom prints to it. So that's something that LEGO has started doing. I think even the Scythe Inquisitor ship has a Speed Champions style canopy for the look, and that piece is utilized to great effect. And I really like the design of that turret at the top. Side build new stud launchers, and they just integrate in that look cool. It looks almost militaristic from the top, something I would have maybe on a Halo tank or a futuristic sci-fi tank made of LEGO, right? It just looks good in that configuration. That is a very surprising set to have, and a good one at it. You can see the child playing with it, so it's tiny. It's almost like a squished Republic gunship, if you will. I don't know if they have kind of similar design or there's some connection there, but it's tiny, but it reminds me of a few sets in the past that just had a good compact design and just felt good to build and to look at and to play with. Very swooshable, and with that speeder bike as an addition, it's gonna be a fan favorite for sure. There's just a lot of good sets this summer wave, and this one is basically one of them. Are both of these must-buys? Maybe they are. I just don't know how to feel about this one yet because we don't know if the Andor series will be good, but he was a pretty likable and quite unique character in Rogue One. For BD-1, as a fan of the Fallen Order game, definitely a must-have for me, for sure. I love this guy a lot during the game. It's a lot of good memories playing as CUTEST and playing with BD-1. It was just a huge, awesome experience. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys are thinking. Are you getting these? Is BD-1 has already a space in your heart and a space on your shelf? I would love to hear that. That other set from Andor series, it's a surprise set that really drives quality up, especially that interior and the functionality of such a small design. I like it a lot. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching. Check out other videos here and here. You can, if you enjoy what I had to say, probably there is more like that, so you can click on that and help me out here on The Cool Factor. Thanks so much for watching. It was Mike, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.